The conflict in Ukraine is intensifying. What we need to understand is the impact on the macro environment relative to the impact in markets. What we have seen in markets, at least from the experience of 2014, is that the conflict in Ukraine created a very aggressive sell-off in the first period, which was recovered hugely and entirely a little bit afterwards, even before the annexation of Crimea by Russia. So it seems that markets tend to shrug off geopolitical concerns, as we have seen in Afghanistan, as we have seen in Taiwan, as we have seen in so many other regions, Saudi Arabia, etc., to go back to the fundamentals of both money growth and central bank action added to the earnings season. However, the fact that markets shrug off relatively unstable geopolitical environments doesn't mean that it does not have a significant impact on the economy. On the macro environment, the biggest, the loser or the one that gets the worst impact would be the Eurozone, and from north to south. Because the Eurozone, the European Union, is the fifth largest trade partner of Russia. Therefore, there's risk to the supply of gas, there is risk to that trading, and certainly there is an environment that erodes economic growth, as we have seen from the sanctions implemented previously. Sanctions not only affect Russia, obviously, enormously, but they also affect some of the countries that have implemented those sanctions, particularly Germany. So the growth of the Eurozone is at risk. The growth of the Eurozone is also at risk from the rising prices of commodities, because it's a huge importer of commodities, natural gas and oil. And security of supply enters into an important element, because there's also a risk there. So what was already a very weak recovery in the European Union is at risk from this conflict, even if it only ends up with sanctions, because sanctions create an erosion in economic growth, more importantly, because at the same time elevated levels of energy prices are likely to continue. And second, what we have to take into account is that these conflicts do generate afterwards an erosion in the economic growth of the entire region. Finally, we need to understand that the conflict in Donbass, in the region of Donbass, has been ongoing for at least 5 years. Therefore, that is a part that is likely to be an important quid pro quo in generating a solution to this environment. No matter what happens, lower economic growth, higher risk of inflationary pressures in energy, and furthermore, the most impacted would be a very already weak recovery of the European Union.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, leave your comments below, and keep defending freedom. Thank you very much.